Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I have finally awoken from my 9-month hibernation and I am now back. Today we're playing Far Cry 2, a game of many mystical properties. This game came out in 2008, a year where many amazing games came out, like Grand Theft Auto 4, Left 4 Dead, Mario Kart Wii, and Lego Indiana Jones. But this video is about Far Cry 2, so why am I making a video on a Far Cry game from 2008? First off, it's because it's a random game in my Steam library, which was the perfect candidate to try out a new style of video on. But besides that, this game drew my attention not because it's the most fun or amazing game in the world, but because it's quite goofy. Far Cry 2, however, is very different than the other 4 games that come after it. Fundamentally, it does have some similar mechanics, but this game really feels like a first draft, as most of the stuff in this game just got completely removed in Far Cry 3. The thing about Far Cry 2 is it gives you a very unique experience. There are not many games where you get to deal with gun jamming and malaria at the same time during the same gunfight. I don't really have much else to say except that this video took way too long to make for absolutely no reason, and besides the fact that I'm not the most proud of how this video turned out, I mean, it is sort of a test run. I still hope you enjoy the video, so roll it. My adventure all started with me riding in a taxi cab with probably the world's best taxi driver, as most of the times he didn't seem to have a need to look at the road. Hey, could you just like watch where you're going? As I went on, I almost got into a car accident, witnessed a lovely African cookout, and just about ran over a cow in the middle of the road. My first few minutes in Africa were turning out to be quite eventful, but believe me when I say that the car crashes, cookouts, and cows would become the least of my problems. Because once I got to my target destination, I was quick to find out that I had malaria. Who could have seen that coming? We're in Africa and we get malaria. That is the African experience right there. So after I passed out in the taxi, I woke up and found some random dude snooping through my stuff. Turns out this guy is the Jackal, which is the main guy that I was sent to Africa to kill in the first place. So, you know, I definitely think I really did fumble the bag there and absolutely failed my job in every way possible. You know, that's my specialty. The reason we were sent to kill him is because he's apparently supplying guns to both sides of the civil war that's going on in Africa or something. Anyways, he then starts to rant about a bunch of stuff, but I wasn't really paying attention as I was sort of fighting my own civil war against malaria. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea. It's just going in one ear and going out the other. Could you slow down? Once he finished his massive rant, I passed out again, being the second time that we have passed out so far. And then I woke up again due to a lovely alarm clock that turned out to be a massive explosion and finally got control of my character. Oh gosh, we're being attacked it seems. Well, you wouldn't shoot a guy with malaria, would you? Wow, the weather is looking beautiful outside. Gotta say, dude. It's a wonderful day waking up here in Africa, you know, the weather's just lovely. I will let you know that I have malaria. Stay back. After experiencing some lovely African hospitality in the village, I decided that it was time to leave. Of course, my escape attempt was foiled as I was hit with another surge of malaria. Oh, okay, no, I'm just gonna pass out on this bridge. And I made this shocking discovery that I had no more drugs. And then I passed out again. While I was passed out, some random individuals just rolled up in their truck, picked me up, and took me with them. I don't know why they did that, because like from their perspective, they just found some random dude passed out on the bridge with a empty pill container in his hand, and then just decided, you know what? Take him. He's coming with us. I mean, come on. For all they know, I could have just been a crazy drug addict that escaped from the local hotel. So after all of this, I wake up in a random shack with some random dude who immediately starts to introduce himself.
My name is Carbonell. I don't care what your name is. You're just the problem right now.
Apparently this guy is part of one of the sides in the Civil War, and I'm not sure if he's trying to recruit me or just trying to get rid of me. If he's trying to recruit me, then either they know that I'm some sort of military dude, or they've resorted to recruiting random crackheads off the local bridge. Doesn't matter which one, I'm pretty sure I meet the criteria for both of them, if that even makes any sense, which it doesn't. Anyways, the first thing he asked me to do before I even am able to even answer any of my questions is he just now wants me to go fix some random car and do some monkey work, whatever that means. I mean, I don't know what about me spoke mechanic. I mean, like, you did find me on the bridge passed out, but nevertheless, we are now going to go fix a car. Although, once I popped the hood, I quickly realized why on earth he asked me to go fix it in the first place. Because it turns out, in this world, you don't actually need to be a mechanic to fix a car, because the only thing that you need is a single wrench. And then you're just set. You're just good good to go. Because the only thing that you have to do to fix any engine in this game is simply tighten one singular bolt. It does not matter how much damage your car took, as long as it hasn't turned into a full-blown barbecue, then you'll probably be able to fix it by just tightening one singular bolt. For example, did your car get pummeled by hundreds of bullets and now looks like a block of Swiss cheese? How are you going to fix all this damage? A. Consult a doctor. B. Ditch the car as it is a lost cause and go steal someone else's. C. Forget all other options and blow the car up in a fit of rage. D. Close the hood and pray the car will fix itself. If you picked any of these answers, you would be absolutely wrong, as the answer is actually to just tighten one singular bolt. After the car is fixed, I get a phone call from Carbonell, you know, the guy who sort of kidnapped me. He now wants me to go do a raid on some outpost, you know, classic Far Cry stuff. And this is where the game officially starts, and everything up to this point has simply been the intro and me ranting on for several minutes. So congratulations for making it this far. Anyways, back to where we were, mindlessly following orders. Now with the goal in mind to go destroy an entire outpost, I set out in my rinkety-dinkety car on my great adventure. One of the things I noticed when I started my Far Cry adventure is I didn't have a mini-map. Instead, you get an in-game physical map, giving you that real map experience. Oh yes, a physical map. I'm sure that this won't be just a slight pain in the ass while driving or anything, right? The funny thing about this map is every time you want to zoom into something, you aren't like zooming into it. You're switching to like a different map. And there's like a different map for like every single area in the game that's a zoomed in version of it. I'm not sure where I'm keeping all of these maps, but I think it's best if we just leave that question unanswered. But what I do know is that flipping through maps sometimes can get a little confusing, especially when driving. No, wait, no, that's the wrong map. That's the big map. I meant this map. It's supposed to be a bridge right around here or something. Oh, shit. But once you get used to it, you end up just only relying on the map, and you just forget about looking at the road altogether. Look, I know these roads like the back of my hand. I have no reason for none of this hissy-pissy dumb shit, you know, all this weird, watch the road. So after a long drive and flipping through my map about several thousand times, I finally got to where I was supposed to be. And the encampment should be around here somewhere. So I think we're here. I'm hearing some gunshots. Hey, whoa, calm down, bro. I just got here. I will machete you. Your aim sucks balls, dude. This might be too high caliber for, like, just killing one guy, but... I think it's fine. Oh, I gotta find my phone. Yep, hello? Alright, that's nice. Anyways, turns out that the outpost that I cleared was actually a safe house, and since it had a bed inside of it, I decided that it was probably a good time to take a nap, as I was pretty exhausted from fighting off malaria, flipping through my maps, and fixing my cars. Although that nap sort of turned into like a full-on hibernation as I slept until the next morning, where I was immediately greeted with another phone call from Carbonell. How did he know I was awake? I don't know. Let's not think about that. Okay, great. This Morn's calling me again. Yep, hello?
Right, I need you to scout out an area.
Yeah, that's nice. I've got a car to fix. Even though I skipped the phone call, I'm pretty sure he was asking me to go raid another outpost. I mean, I wasn't too mad about it because, I mean, come on. How can I turn down the offer to go off and obliterate a bunch of stuff? Like, that's my favorite thing to do. So I fixed my car up again and drove all the way to the outpost. All right, so it looks like we're coming up on the area that should be somewhere here. Okay, I think this is the spot. All right, here we are. Oh, gosh, you know what? Actually, let me just, I'm just gonna go, but, this is so unhospitable. Hold on, guys, I'm leaving, I swear. I'm getting out of here. Okay, so you may be asking, how did I get myself in this predicament? Well, it's a long story, but let's just, this never happened. One of the first things that I noticed when I got to the outpost is that the NPCs are mind-numbingly stupid. Sir, you do realize that there's a log in front of you, right? Brother, you using a shotgun. It can't be that hard to just hit me, bro. I hear a man screaming. Sir. Okay, well, we're just not going to talk about that. But not only are they stupid, they are incredibly aggressive. Like, I mean, the minute I drove up, they just immediately started shooting at me. Although I did run over one of them 5 seconds after getting there, but that's besides the point. They're very aggressive. I'm going to go a little off course here, but I don't really know where else to talk about this. But one thing you will notice as you go into this game is that these dudes are bloodthirsty. They will hunt you down for the rest of your life. You drive away, they will drive their cars after you for the next 50 years if they have to. The only way to get rid of them is to divert them into crashing somewhere like a river, or you just kill them. And those are your two options, because you're not getting away from them. As you go on in the game, their stupidity sort of becomes either absolutely hilarious or just downright the most annoying thing in the world. It really depends on what situation you're in. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh!
Get your ass
Oh
back
gosh,
here,
they're
boy!
after me. Right, hold on, let me just, inject myself real quick. Dude, guys, just literally take a chill pill. Dude, my brand new Jeep is getting harassed. I have malaria now. These bastards are so jealous of my new car. My door is open. What is happening? My Jeep, it's on fire. No! Anyways, back to destroying the outpost, which by now I already had done. After it was done, I was redirected to this small hill overlooking the outpost. I think it's up here. Oh great, this guy again. What is it? Yeah?
Hola, got your intel. Not bad. You see the bricked up place? I hear the APR's got a hostage in there, some foreign national like you. Your new orders are to get in there and break them out. Finish up your recon if you think it'll help.
So I was supposed to stand here before blowing up the entire place and killing everyone. Got it. Okay. It turns out that I was following the directions incorrectly, because apparently I was supposed to go to the top of this hill and recon the outpost before I attacked it. But I guess I sort of just skipped that whole step and went straight into just barging in with my car and attacking everybody all at once. But anyways, it seemed to work out fine for me, so now I have to go free this random person that's apparently imprisoned here. Hello? Anybody home? Yeah, good evening. I have malaria. How are you? Can I just cough on you real quick?
Out of here, but I can help you get some medicine. Come find me at Mike's bar later.
Can you just can everybody just slow down? Like, why is everyone talking so fast? And this brings me to my next point, and it's the fact that every single character in this game seems to talk like they have somewhere to be in 5 minutes. I have no idea why, but everybody you talk to just talks really quickly. There's two things that stand out in every single conversation. One, it always feels like the characters are trying to rush the conversation as fast as humanly possible, and two, these guys have the biggest lungs in the world because they say their entire conversation without taking a single breath. It's like they had 20 minutes to record every single line of dialogue they had for the entire game. Anyways, after I finished up my work at the Outpost, I got another phone call from Carbonell. Like, this man just will not stop calling me, man. Like, seriously, dude, just go find another crackhead on the bridge to bother. Like, please, come on. Oh, great. He's calling me again. Yep, hello?
Man, you did better than expected. Look, maybe I was hasty in my evaluation of you. Guys that do good work for me get paid. Come on back up to the fishing pier and I'll cash you out.
Okay, that's nice. Anyways, I just found a new rad, baby. Woo! So, with the promise of getting paid and a brand new car to destroy, I got moving. Later, I'm boosting it out of here. This new truck is much better than that old piece of junk I found. I like how my foot is not doing anything with the acceleration pedal. It's just sitting there. I control this car with my mind. So after questioning how on earth I'm driving my car, I finally made it to Carbonell. If you're wondering where the heck my car went, well, it's at the bottom of a river now. So now for what I came for, my payment, which is one singular rough diamond. Probably because whatever currency they had here before is most likely worth less than the dirt between your toes. I'm not exactly sure why they went with diamonds. Was that just the only thing that had any value to anyone? Like, you could have gone with gold, maybe. I mean, I don't know anything. I don't know crap about economics, man. All right, I guess I gotta find my this case of rough diamonds. Wow, that is very underwhelming. Just that entire case, and then you just put one diamond in it. Like, damn. Weapons dropped by enemies are old and unreliable. Visit the weapon shop at Mike's Bar to buy new weapons with those diamonds and avoid gun jams and misfires. Alright, well, off to Mike's Bar, I guess. Can't wait to destroy another car. I'm glad they just have infinite cars for me to use. Otherwise, I don't know where I'd get all my cars, you know what I mean? Oh, let's go a ramp. Oh my gosh, that was the most underwhelming thing I've ever been on. I have arrived. Alright. I'm here.
When I finally got to Mike's Bar, there was nobody there. No Mike, no bartender, no nobody. Like, where the heck did everybody go? I then found out that I was actually supposed to go to the gun store and buy a gun first and then go to Mike's Bar. Like, come on, why can't the game just let me do what I want? Let me take my own path through this. But nevertheless, I scooted my way on to the gun store right across the street and booted up the ancient computer to buy some brand new fresh guns.
Ah, yes, the only Far Cry game where you have to check out things online. Let's go. I just bought my first armed weapon online. My mom is gonna be so proud of me. All right, loaded up and jizzed up with some new weapons. I'm ready to blast.
So after I was done shopping for my guns, it was now time to take care of that nasty malaria. The lady that I saved from the outpost told me that I needed to go to Mike's bar to get some medicine for it. So back to Mike's bar I went. This time, there were actually people inside. So I don't know if all of them just decided to show up at the same time or were just patiently waiting for me to buy a new weapon or something. I don't know. Anyways, the lady that I saved from the outpost was there, and turns out her name is Flora. She then tells me that this other guy in Mike's bar has medicine. I ask him, he doesn't give me medicine, he gives me a tape instead. But then he tells me that a priest in the local village has medicine in exchange for the tape that he has. I don't really know what the significance of the tape was. I sort of listened to 2 seconds of it and then accidentally turned it off, but I hope it really wasn't important or didn't have any like serious lore implications or something.
Before I headed out, there was an important character that I met. This guy right here. This is Joseph. I'm not gonna really say too much about him, but remember his face. So time to go talk to some priest guy to get my drugs. Since my other truck is sideways, I'll just take this one. I demand drugs. Give them to me now. Don't just look at me like that.
There aren't regular services at the moment. We had some people.
Sir, I need drugs. Give them to me, okay? I do not give a shit what you're talking about. I need the drugs.
I think you should take one of those right away.
Yeah, please, just give me those right now.
So after I got my medicine from the priest, the tutorial's over. Yeah, pretty much. Everything up to this point was basically just a tutorial of the game. So now I was free to do whatever I wanted.
We're free to roam. I'm a free man. I can do whatever I want now. I'm able to be free.
But it turns out doing whatever you want is not really a good idea. And I died. But then, out of absolutely nowhere, while I was in the middle of committing a massive atrocity, Joseph comes out of the sky and saves me.
All right, Joseph, what are you doing here? I'm breaking the law right now. Joseph, what are you doing? Why are you supporting me in this? Oh, yes. Yeah, let me just... Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah, that's... There's 2 more out there? Are you telling me you cleared out the entire city?
But with only a few more foes out there, I had to finish what Joseph started. Or what I started. I really don't know.
I know. No, I'm not that guy. I just look like him. Damn, he's a goner.
Unfortunately, in the end, I failed Joseph because I died. So back to actually playing the game.
And actually playing the game is playing the main storyline that the game has, where you have to help one of the 2 factions in the Civil War, you know, that whole kit and caboodle. I did do one mission for them, which involved me blowing up a truck, but after that I sort of just got sidetracked doing more interesting things. When the game isn't having you doing main missions, it has a bunch of points of interest that you can wander to. Most of these missions aren't anything too crazy or complicated, really just people asking you to do little side quests and whatnot. For example, there's the radio towers that when you interact with them, you get a phone call from a mysterious person who seems to be using a strange voice filter, and he tells you to go kill somebody. And these missions really just result in you getting some diamonds. There's also the gun dealer, and his quests mostly involve you just going after a convoy and blowing it up. Although his quests aren't too complicated, they're definitely worth doing, because every single convoy that you destroy allows you to buy 3 new weapons from his shop. Before this video comes to an end, there's a few more things that I would like to talk about, so let's just see if we can run through them real quick. Starting off with guns and how exactly they work. Guns in this game are definitely not the most complicated thing in the world, as the way they function in this game is pretty generic, and is not very different from every single other first-person shooter that is out there. But the one funny little mechanic that makes them a little different from a lot of other games is the way that the weapon degradation works. Basically, in this game, your gun can jam. Most of the times when this happens, it is normally in the most inconvenient moment possible. Oh, this is awkward. Oh, hold on, guys. Just 1 second. Get ready to be... Are you kidding me? Although the reason that guns jam is because they're old. For example, if you pick any random rusty weapon off some corpse of some random dude out in the middle of nowhere, it's probably going to jam 80% of the time. So obviously the way to stop weapons from jamming is getting higher quality weapons, preferably ones that don't look like they've been sitting in a puddle for 50 years. The next thing I wanted to talk about is the healing animations. How healing works in this game is if you're low health, you just inject yourself with a little syringe and then you're back to normal. Yeah. So where do the crazy healing animations come in, you're probably asking? Well, those only happen when you're like at the brink of death, because if you have more than 1 little bar of health left, then the craziest healing animation you'll see is simply you poking yourself with a little syringe. But if you're like down to your last life, that's when things just go into overdrive. Some of these healing animations literally just don't make any sense. Just ask any medical professional if you should be sticking pliers into your bullet wound to pull the bullet out and then doing absolutely nothing else. Like, we're just gonna forget the fact that you're probably gonna bleed out. What's that? You got a giant beam in your abdomen? Just pull it out. I mean, like, come on. Clearly the beam was the problem, not the 4-inch wide hole that was left in you. One last thing that I wanted to mention, only because I find it quite hilarious, is how physics for certain objects in this game is really scuffed. Oh my gosh. I don't know why the game does this, but for certain barrels or pieces of debris, if you run into them in just the right way, you can just launch them straight into the stratosphere. Take this clip for example. Oh, oh my gosh! Holy cow! What? So that about wraps up all the stuff that I wanted to talk about. If it seems like this video is coming to a rushed end, it's because it is. To be honest, I've already been working on this video for way longer than I really need to, and I kind of just want to be done with it. This wasn't my most amazing video, as it is sort of a new style that I'm trying out, so it's pretty far from perfect. Anyways, I'm going to stop myself from dragging out this outro any longer. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you next time.